everybody hear me? Wonderful. Good morning. Although it's technically evening where we are. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Villain Bun enclosure. Yes, there are new points and sub-badges. Come berries. Hello, hello. Who are we joined by today? We have Moy, and we have Otis Plays, and we have Zane, and we have Faye. Welcome, Strawberry. And how do I say your name? How do I say this username? We have Key. As you may see, those of you who are subscribed have different badges now. The new sub badges are I'm very sorry, I'm not sure how to read that. The new sub badges are petals that slowly become flowers. Yes. The bun flower, the bun camellias. Welcome, it's Lan. And hello MG Reverb. What is my opinion on red pandas? I'm not sure if I have one yet, I'll let you know later. Kay, hello Kay. I'm sorry. Tries to figure out how to say your name. Welcome, Lollipop. And also welcome to how should I say your name? Do I read the Korean or do I read the English on the side? Because I'm not sure how to say the English on the side. Oh, thank you. Thank you for kind words. Aside from adding some sub badges, now welcome Bird. Thank you for the kind words. I have replaced our blueberries with bun berries, and there are a couple of new things that you can do with them. Just a small handful. I may come to regret this. I may come to regret the new redeems. No ice cream. No ice cream today. But actually, speaking of ice cream, so speaking of ice cream, I went to buy some groceries the other day, and I saw that at my local, there will very likely be ice cream in the future. I saw it at my local grocery that they got this, oh, thank you for the sub, Arya-sama. This ice cream in this, like, pretty nice looking, like, I don't know, it looked cool, and I was like, this looks like an edgier, sleek version of the ice cream that I was eating before. I think I should get this. And so I picked it up, and it's like this butter walnut something rather flavor. And at the time I thought, it was a good idea. At the time, I thought it was a good idea, and then I got home, and then I had this ice cream, and I looked inside, and I remembered, yeah, I didn't actually get to finish the ice cream that I got out from the freezer during my debut screening, and so now I just have too much ice cream in the freezer. I just don't eat enough. I thought it was a good idea. I think that I'll just make a note to eat it tomorrow and slowly chip away at the ice cream. I know a couple of you in the server were worried that maybe it had gone off, or maybe it was sort of too old to eat by now. My ice cream from last year, that is. And too much. Well, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for liking my new model. Is it still edible? Of course it's still edible. Ice cream's not going to go off that quickly, although it has been several months now, I think, since I started eating that other ice cream. We'll get there. We'll get there. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you for coming along. Actually, since Carpety ice creams. Carpety is a good New Zealand brand of dairy. I also agree. I think it's very good. If your stomach didn't complain, it's still fine. Gosh, I can't always tell anymore, so I think I'll just I'll eat it and think later. Yeah. Anyway, now that we are here, shuffle down a smidge. Let's go over to this screen. That's the spirit. So, before I crack open Dragon Nest for the evening, this is actually not a newborn child. This is a commission that I am doing for someone else. I hope they're not in the stream because they probably can't tell. But I am just going to fumble some lines, and it's a clothing design commission. And I already designed the clothing. I spent a fair while thinking about how I was going to do this clothing design for this character, and here we are. Guess we'll just get into it. We'll whisk up some lines and then we'll go back to playing games. I thought boysenberry was an interesting flavor. Boysenberry's okay. I think that boysenberry tastes okay. I'll put away my hand. But I think when it comes to ice cream flavors, over the past few years, perhaps because I eat less of it, I've taken to mostly subtle tasting ice creams. Maybe that's why it's taken me so long to finish the ice cream that's in my freezer, the ice cream from last year. It is quite rich. It has quite a strong taste. Kitsunetsuki, thank you for the kind words. My art aesthetic is interesting. I'm not sure how I would define it, but I suppose I have one. I suppose I have an art aesthetic. Perhaps you guys can tell me what my art aesthetic is. Hello, Mins. Welcome. Cute, intricate, and delicate. Kind word. Thank you for the kind word. I am grateful that you think so. Okay, Welcome, Insane Baked Potato. Hello, hello. Well, I'm still thinking about how and when I should release those. I'm sorry if you are holding out for them, but if you don't mind waiting a smidge longer. Welcome, Psyche. Just chilling to the forest vibes as I quickly scribble down some lines for this character. I do have a drawing, like a really rough drawing that I did of their outfit as I was designing them earlier, and mysterious and light. Mysterious and light. Very eye-catching. Thank you for the kind words. An interesting thought. I was talking to none other than my cool friend Tengen about art. Just, I think it was yesterday, or not too long after I had done my debut. Sorry, I'm losing track of time already. But yes, if you wouldn't mind waiting for wallpapers, and yes, trying to think of a good way to release and do those. We're talking a little. I told him about an incident, or rather an interaction, I'd say, that I had a few years ago with someone in an art community who liked my art. They liked my art very much, but they hated me. And so while they did their best to sort of learn from, I suppose, try to learn things or imitate the way that I drew and produced art, not just in general, but also for the role play groups and things. Mazu will probably know who this is. I think Mazu will know who I'm talking about, because there is really only one person who has ever done this. But talking about it sort of led me to an interesting train of thought, and I was curious, for those of you who do create art, mayhaps like original characters, or for those of you who are artists in general, who have artists that you admire, to what extent and to what extent do you find that your opinion of the person who draws the art influences or dyes the way that you perceive? This is probably should have just tidied the skin. But you know, there are plenty of incredible artists out there who are less than subpar people. It's a pretty obvious thing to say, but artists are as varied as we are all human. Welcome, Ronnie. Case by case, I agree. I also think that it's a case by case instance. But just sort of doing a bit of brain picking. What do you think about this topic? And so the person that I'm talking about, they altered their art style over some time to something that a lot of people sort of associated with me, and there were folks around us who assumed that we were friends, but the real situation was that they didn't treat me very well, and they didn't think very highly of me. Oh, the Harry Potter argument. And the gravity, welcome. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Also, we are just doing some forest vibing as I pack in some lines for this. Oh. No, not at all. Sorry, I did read your comment. I won't read it aloud though. It's definitely. Oh, I should just zoom out to do this. I should zoom out and use your sugar brush. For me and this person I'm talking about. I think it was such a personal thing, and it actually was like a personal attack on me at times. They made sure to do things that I would find uncomfortable, and find other ways to harass me. But of course, nonetheless, they still liked art, but their own art continued to reflect. And personally, I could just never, I definitely understand the argument of separating creator from their creation. But for this, I think it's a little bit much. No. I had a long tussle with them for some time. It's quite a long and complicated story, but we won't get into it. I do have this conversation at times because I do make adoptables, and you do face certain social issues from this particular community. Sounds like a hard time. This is only part of the story. It was very long-winded. This is not a good drawing. I feel really sorry. The ugly sketch I did earlier looks more like this character. Me. Try to remedy this. For the art style argument, I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I've mentioned it directly on stream. I should have. But for me, you do meet people who like to treat you as a resource to grow themselves, and sure, cool, great. I think to a certain extent that can be understood and just accepted. But I think there's some lines that I don't like to be crossed, and often that pertains less to my adoptables and more to my original content. For the people who copy things that I make directly for myself and friends, I probably am not interested in associating. I would respectfully give you the time of day still, but I would not be happy to. Your drawing is pretty. That's very kind. Welcome. Hello, hello. And the reason for that is just that I don't like it personally. If the example that I just mentioned, that person, if any go by, I've had some pretty shady experiences with people sort of taking or doing things that I don't appreciate with my original content, characters. And of course, I feel to a certain degree protective of them to begin with. Stuff that I make for myself and my friends. Oh, I have boundaries and I don't expect anyone to respect them because they don't. On the other hand, you know, if someone doesn't respect my boundaries but they still try to act friendly with me, then you're probably not going to get very far. Yeah. Interestingly enough, though, most people who are interested in coveting my stuff, my belongings, do, to a certain extent, want to be liked by me. Oh, Nada, welcome. Thank you. Not really. Hope Shrio's not here. If it's a celebrity, when it's an acquaintance or someone that you would hope to consider a friendly acquaintance, maybe someone with whom you're mutuals. Hold on, I need to bring up my ugly sketch for a sec. Okay. My ugly sketch, in some ways, I think this looks better than what it does right now, which is really sad to think about. Cripes. I suppose outside of adoptables, basically everything I draw is original content, though, since I'm not really a fan artist. I'm not against drawing fan art, and if I wanted to gain a huge base of followers, then I could pack up my OCs and draw Hololive or draw Genshin Impact, but I'm not particularly interested in doing. Sounds kind of vicious. I wouldn't rat on anyone, of course, for doing either of those things. There are, of course, many valuable sides to having a big following or people who are interested in your work because of what it covers. Welcome, Tete, Pets, Tete. I love the icon. A huge consumer of fan art, but only draws C's. That is a huge vibe. That is a huge vibe. I definitely understand, and I really like fan art. I Why is this so stinky, this draw? Ah. Feels bad, man. I can't do this character any justice. I'd never read on... Perhaps that's not a good choice of words. I'd never criticize an artist for wanting to do things that gains them attention. But to be doing this quickly, I'm so... Hold on, I'm gonna go and raid this character's page. I hope that they still have one. Fix my head. Sorry for my poor abilities to portray. Ah, there they are. I just feel like I'm not emphasizing the parts of them that I feel are most attractive. I'm gonna... Tete. Not at all. Thank you. No. Sorry if I've said any harsh things. I think what I need to see the way they draw this character. Oh, welcome raiders. Thank you so Tiki for the raid. Welcome. We are just chilling and having a talk about art while I lament over how to draw this character. I've got to rethink. Hold on. Goodness. Oh, Rena, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. A hand for the drawing. Ah, my spud hand. My spud arm. I need this to look a little bit more animated, methinks. Small differences, but I think that is probably best. Okay, let's move on. How else did they draw? There's something about this draw that I think not quite how I envisioned them, but we'll tweak things later. Welcome, Majesty. Thank you very much. Bun chats and arts are just bundling along at the speed of snail. Thank you for introducing me to the world of TRPG. You showing an interest in tabletop. I actually got to play a game of tabletop just earlier with my lovely friend Patty. And she went to the trouble of joining me on her phone. But it was a good time. If all goes well, someday I'd like to play that scenario on stream. On radio. What is wrong with the way that I drew this character? This doesn't look like him. Stripes. The vibes are off. Okay, I'll remedy this later. How to be a good game master, though. I'm glad if you liked Suakun. The time that I played Kisaragi Iki with Io and Rei and Meiko was a good time. It was also my first time as a player. My first player experience. I've got to get a wiggle on with this. Bubble through the rest of these outlines. I was asked to redesign this character's clothing, and of course I'd still like to keep his original aesthetic intact. So there's like a comfortable-ish, slightly tidy feeling, but overall the design should also look slightly street. Difficult. I hope it goes well. It's not a scenario written by me. I did ask the author of this scenario whether or not I could stream it, and they replied and gave me the okay. Of course, it would be translated from Japanese to. You finished it? You're playing Imaklo with your friends? What were you playing? Tell me about it. Sounds fun. TRPG. You snuck out of your online class? Please pay attention to your class. Have I ever thought of teaching classes in drawing and coloring? I've been asked, and I have no thought of doing such a thing. I have no intention of teaching anything ever. I am hardly qualified. I'm not qualified to teach. There's nothing in particular that I'd like to. I do love talking about art, and I have many thoughts. And I take drawing seriously, but at the same time, teaching I think is not something that I could rely on myself to do. And there are just so many wonderful sources of information already. No knowledge, no anything that. So I'm pretty intent on not trying to do tutorials. You've played all of the scenarios on the official site? In Japanese? It's very impressive. In English. You translated them? I want to see these. That is very powerful. I know that there's a lot of work that goes into translating these scenarios. Oh, well, that's good. Personally, I find the way Imaclaw scenarios to be written very cumbersome in Japanese. I don't particularly... I don't vibe with the way that they're laid out and set up. So, my personal preference is still Cthulhu. I think that I still prefer Call of Cthulhu in terms of the way a lot of people write and set up their scenarios. And they're easy enough to adjust. But of course, Imaclaw is, it's more broad than Call of Cthulhu, lore-wise. Welcome, Fung. Today I played Imaclaw with my friend though, and it's good. It's good, and I would write with the system again. The thing I like about Call of Cthulhu is that I think the skills... I mean, obviously I only play a very particular kind of Call of Cthulhu, but I think the skills and the rolling system are very elegant. Even though Imaclaw was created by people from the Call of Cthulhu community, I still think that the system itself is more elegant than Cthulhu. It's easy to understand. It's very easy to understand. I would write with Imaclaw lore with the Call of Cthulhu dice system. In fact, I've done that before a few times. Both are good, both have their own faults. Where do these live? I've written a few originals to be easy enough to play with friends. Okay, well, you see, I mentioned that I wanted to do a little bit more tabletopping on stream this year as like one of the goals, one of the 2 goals that I set during the debut stream. That I wanted to do a bit more tabletopping in public. And I think that different writers, of course, have their own rules for what you can publish stream-wise, and I always feel a little bit nervous about making change to an already established scenario, particularly one that's been played and tested by others and is enjoyed for what it is. Obviously, if you're going to do Kaihen on a scenario, there's like a level of responsibility almost. I can't think of the right word for it, but the feeling you have towards the original work for when you do that. But when I do it in private, I Kaihen freely. I make whatever change that I want to, whenever. Welcome, Avendras. You know, tabletop is hard. Tabletop is difficult stuff. I don't particularly think that I'm good at it, but I like it, and it would be nice if the friends I have who feel some level of trepidation towards doing it, give it a chance, and play things in bigger groups, and all expand our horizons. Obviously, we're not going to be the next Critical Role, but just finding a group of people who enjoy doing it, I think, is a good thing I'd like to try. You only did a few Cthulhu scenarios, but they were a lot of fun coming from D&D. Ah, yes. I haven't experienced a lot of traditional Cthulhu. Obviously, the kind of Call of Cthulhu that I've been playing and I have been sharing with you guys is sort of the Japanese Korean side community style of roleplay that they are particularly into. Western style Call of Cthulhu, I think more often than not you'll find scenarios that are set in like some haunted house, or I don't know if any of you were there when I was reading through the Call of Cthulhu Quick Start, when I was learning how to do numbers and creating my own character, my bun investigator. But the scenario that I was playing through, I think, was a very traditional example of how usually there's some anomaly, there's something weird going on in some part of the world. Maybe someone is like, oh, my house has a ghost, or a mysterious thing has happened in some corner of the world, and investigators have gone to check it out. I mean, Call of Cthulhu has a credit rating, which I have never played with, and I will likely never play with dice roll system wise, because there's no point in any of the scenarios that I play where a credit rating is relevant. Ah yes, the rats. Ah yes, the rats. Not my sewer friends, but a different kind of rat. Well, have you had a good time playing Imoklo? I want to see the key DMing. Ah yes, my tussle with the rats. The rats made short work of me. I'm pretty sure I either had to run away from the rats or you win some, you lose some. Not every rat can be a party-hardy sewer rat. Yes, rats. I'm in a guild in Dragoness called Cat Cafe, and we fondly refer to everyone in the guild as rats. It's like secretly rat raffing. Not secretly rat raffing. Very overtly rat raffing. You take on, yes, that's exactly right. I wanted to play TRPG, but there was no one who could DM for me the kind of things I wanted to play because no one, yeah. So I took up becoming keeper out of sheer necessity, not necessarily because I want to. I think I'm good, but of course I'm also story bun, so it is a kind of storytelling. It would be prudent for me to be good at doing such a thing. So, slowly I will improve my DMing capability. Have any plans to stream it soon? I don't know. I have a plan to play a game with my friend Sen next week or something of the sort. And I'm fairly sure she wouldn't mind if I did stream it, but I don't think I will. Like, not for this particular scenario, I think And of course there's nothing wrong with it. Just a me consideration, perhaps? Not sure. I guess because it's not something that I wrote, even if I did have permission to stream it, there's like a level of awkwardness, I feel. Oh wait. Oops. I was thinking about starting to organize games where I'm playing original Bun content, because I have original scenarios now, written and made. And honestly, they're nothing special. I don't think there's anything particularly special about the scenarios that I wrote, or the way that they play. But for my convenience, I've taken to writing them. You guys did show interest in like my tabletop scenarios. I appreciate it. But they're definitely not for everyone. You joining the tabletop mania? How have your friends been finding it? Most of my scenarios are Taiman, they're one-on-ones. I've never actually written anything for it. And I have never DM'd for it. Oh, I'm glad if you like the stories of Bun. Bun is in some of these as an NPC. It's not necessarily Bun lore, but you can think of it as Bun lore if you like. And consider it an addition to the existing Bun laws, from seeing what happens to her in various tabletop scenarios, or who she is, or what she's doing, or the Bun motivations. Oh, this drawer is so stinky. Stinky drawer. I need I need a small eternity to fix this face, because it doesn't vibe with the character that I'm trying to portray. Hold on. Hello, Moose. Thank you for the kind words. Bun lore, Bun simply recounting a story. Trying to face this character face. The face that I drew for them in my ugly character design 5-minute drawing is better than this. It has a better vibe than this. Sometimes it really do be like that. Every time I have an experience like this, I definitely think that I shouldn't be teaching people how to draw. One doesn't have to be foolish to teach others, of course. But of course becoming someone who teaches others subjects you to a certain level of criticism. And since I don't particularly want to face that kind of criticism, why bring the stress upon myself? Shirks responsibility for people's art journeys. Why is this face terrible? Okay. You know what? Let's not cry over it. Not cry. I said I would play Dragon. I said I would. I may have been lying. Truthfully, I think that if you like art, you will keep doing it. And if you keep doing it, you'll find a way to grow in a way special to you. Because we all go through art. As long as you like making art, I already think that is pretty great. But also, why is this face terrible? Okay. Rethinks my life, rethinks this face. I'm sorry, there's a vibe that I'm not able to capture, and until I can capture that vibe, I'm gonna keep redrawing this face. I say art is fun. And it can be. It's fun, you said. you know, it's not that there's something inherently wrong with the face, it's just that there's a feeling to the way that this character is drawn that is not matching the way that I want them to look. And so we are coming to this difficult period of redrawing. Is it still interesting to watch? I think that is probably as close as we're going to get for the character. I might have to see if there's a better song. It's not ideal. Oh, the background music, thank you. It's by Sound Orbis on Java. All of the rest of my music that I have in my folder that's by this person is horror that I like to use. I occasionally pull up in my cinema. But they also made this, and I think it's quite lovely. Okay, thank you for the bun stretch. Hey. I don't know. The scenarios that I've played in public with Bun and Eeyore, the Bun origin stories, have some pretty creepo music in them, which some of you will recall. Maybe some of you do not wish to recall. That's also fair. It adds to the atmosphere. I think I enjoy horror in every iteration except for Showtime, because I find horror movies, horror series too difficult to watch. I personally cannot do it, which is such a shame, because I feel like if I could somehow ingest more horror, would be a good time. But I cannot, so I have to settle for other things. I can't do horror jump scares and the such. And if you've ever watched me play a horror game or anything that's remotely horrific, I'm big coward. I'm horrendous big coward. Also, it is the music, and since music makes such a difference for the way we experience things, I try to find fairly good music to play for scenarios. Most horrors are jump scares. Mayhaps Western horrors. I think that when it comes to say Japanese horrors, a lot of those horror themes are like, I'm trying to think of like a good alternative for this, but like jiwa kuru. It tends to be things that you can't fight. Tends to be things that you can't fight. The horror is slow and, well, perhaps this is just my opinion. I don't have a very good have a very good run of watching horrors. Perhaps someday I'll be able to just click and get over my horror Showtime fears and play all of the horror games and watch all of the horror movies, but until then, I'm going to continue to be a massive coward. Welcome, Ikigai Akuma. I'm talking about stuff I like but can't watch. Is it life? Am I from New Zealand? Yes, that's correct. I am indeed from New Zealand. Like a roller coaster. I love roller coasters. Anyway, I'm Story Bun, and I love a good story. A bun-themed roller coaster? Tell me more. The worst part is I designed this character. And I should be able to draw them, but I feel like I can't portray them the way that I want them to be seen. As one of my adults. Which just makes this all the more mortifying. Would go through a forest of dark branches. Yes, indeed. Perhaps, you'd be going through this ride in a coffin. You've heard this accent before? I would say that my accent is not very standard New Zealand. It's a little different to the average Kiwi accent. Bun coaster in the Bun Zoo. Was New Zealand affected by the recent, not me personally, but very scary. I don't have a lot to do with those islands, but you did think I was Aussie at first? No, not even. The only people who would mistake me for Australian are Americans who don't know what Australian accent like. It sounds like in the flesh. No offense, perhaps full offense, but not very Australian, I can tell you that. No, let's put this slightly differently. still scraping along the ground while you guys watch me eat dirt over this redraw. It's not even the clothing design that is difficult, it is just trying to draw this character like this character. Oh, thank you for the kind words. Personally, I think this draw is a bit naff, but we'll make it work, I think. It'll do. Yeah. It'll do. Thick men are my forte. Mine too. Let's see. Get out my my good reference drawing, from which I could probably just pick colors, but since it's a bit embarrassing to look at, I'll just keep it hidden. Keep it hidden for now. Have on some colors. I hope they like the vibe that I went for. I hope this vibe translates okay in the episode. Draw. If all else fails, I will go through and I'll just render that ugly drawing that I backup plan. I don't know what it is, your voice reminds me of someone famous and it's bugging you. I'm sorry, but even if you tell me who my voice reminds you of, I'm not going to give you a prize for it. The monkey emoji. You're doing an accent analysis on me. I am indeed from New Zealand. I was raised in England. I've said this more than once on stream. I don't expect anyone to remember. I wasn't speaking to you. Kiwi bun. Well, kiwi enough. As an American, you don't even hear an accent. Most of the time, if anyone has ever said, "Oh, I don't have an accent," to me, it's an American. Which I think is fascinating. Yes, but simply saying, "Oh, I don't have one," is kind of... Of course you do. We all have one. You sound Malaysian. I see. It's a little interesting to me. Mostly in that if I try to imitate an American accent, I think I sound... The way that I listen as a speaker is very different. The way that my speaking is. Wish that you could hear what an American accent sounds like. I won't try Scottish, but I like it. I like the Scottish accent. Oh, welcome Ludwis RD. How do I say your name? I have no idea at times. Gosh. The thing I like about Scottish accent is the way they say certain... oh, I like the way that things like cook are said. It tends to be said like with a more of an oo sound. Cook. Ludwis, welcome. There are so many American accents. Yeah, there truly are. I have no idea. Perhaps I just mean like classic American. That's okay. It's fine for you not to recall such things. It's very bun trivia. Cook versus cook. I think I like it. It's charming. But other than that, don't have a lot of accent knowledge. Californians feel like I don't have an accent. It's true, I've heard it from some Californians. Specific ones like New York. Gosh, I have no idea. It'd be nice to be able to do different accents and such. I know that for some people who play tabletop, like D&D, they'll use a separate accent to play the character, so that it's very easy to tell when they're changing in and out character. I think perhaps it helps them characterize as well. Boston accents. Is that like car? Is that whenever Shu says car, is that a Boston accent? Although they're just making fun. Park the car. Wonderful. Oh yes? Want to hear the key Valley Girl accent? Yeah. Valley Girl accent. That's okay. I think it's just something that highlights the fun parts of language. What kind of green is this? I should probably color. I think I'll just guess. Not quite. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I am just putting some color down on this character and thinking about playing Dragoness, even though we are rapidly approaching midnight and we are still no big. We're just whiz on and off, perhaps? My bad for being slow as sin. I know this is kind of sacrilege to say about character designs, but I did want to draw something that was like pretty simple, and like this character's design is originally pretty simple as is. A little bit of a hard balance to strike. I want him to look like, even though I do want him to look casual and a bit more street than his original outfit, I still like a feeling of tidiness. I want his design to have a tidy feeling to it, so that it's not just extremely streetwear. Speaking of streetwear, though, I've been thinking quite hard about like a bun streetwear outfit. And I've been thinking about this since I started rigging the model quite a long time ago about doing some bunful streetwear. And by streetwear I mean like VTuber wear, like slightly tick wear most likely, because that's what all VTubers wear. I remember talking about it to one of my friends and saying once I do it I'll be a real VTuber then. But Bunny Clo, that's right. I did draw that back in the day. I can't get the screen right. Okay, you know, it's probably right. I just can't do it by eye. Here's my don't look at this. I have this in another window to the side. Yeah, anyway. Oh. Just add a king cover to it. Goodness, that's right. Everyone in their king covers. Thanks for the kind words, guys. I like my stupid drawer, but it's only ever just going to be a stupid drawer. It's just for practical. Thank you for the 200 bits. I'm not going to draw you like one of those French girls. You missed the left-handed draw. Okay, so that was done with my dominant hand, fully intentional. It just looks that way because I've got no excuse. It's just for designing the outfit that I drew it. A lot of my adopts start out looking like this, and I think it's best that people don't see that part of the process. Perhaps I'll do more left-handed drawings in the future. We'll see if I ever find a way to revive the wheel. I may or may not do. Talking about new things to add to the stream. I was thinking about some secret goals to tack into, you know, let's leave it. The struggle was fun. Do you enjoy watching me struggle? Dead silence. I'll just take that as a maybe. Thank you for coming. Have a good... You know, let's leave it at this for now. Let's leave it at this for now. I will go back and adjust colors later. And we'll do this and keep working on this a bit later. Time to open Dragon Nest. Almost 2 hours later. A bit of struggle is always fun. I do know that people love to bully their favorite YouTubers. Do you think I'm so easy to bully? Oh, Ronnie, thank you for the Bunching Water redeem. A drink. Thank you. I can hear that Dragon Nest is loaded. I can hear the opening video playing. I can hear it. It's not easy to bully the great villain. Don't have to bully, but okay, well, you know, this is very true. If I am struggling on my own, I don't need anyone to do the bullying for me. Dragon Nest is loaded. Yeah. Dragon Nest sure has blue. Fine. Fine. I will make up my lines. What do you mean? Dragon Nest as a treat? Oh, Pigeon! My lovely Pigeon. Welcome. I can't see myself on the screen at the moment, but just assume that Bun is smiling. Your presence. Thanks, Ronnie. Time to log in and do whatever, I guess. cat can have a little salami as a treat. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I just memed? I'm so bad. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I just put my drawer away. I personally prefer the sketch that I did earlier. If I'm... Ah, I just realized what I forgot to do, and I even wrote it on the... Okay, I need to go back and I need to fix my... I need to go back and fix my drawer. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and fix my... Someone say dragon nest? We're not doing that yet. Ooh. I even drew it onto my sketch that I wouldn't forget. And I forgot. I totally forgot. That's it. That is all I was supposed to do. It looks less and less like him the more I draw. I'm so sorry, child. Did I render my drawings? I wouldn't call this a render. I would call this, by my standards, this is tidy. I realize it isn't, but my own personal standard says it's tidy. It's not great, but it'll do. Why draw super intricate things when you can draw things quicker at a slightly lower quality? I say this, but I don't draw very... Okay. This'll do. This'll do us. Oh, it's Ash. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. One's lower quality is so high. Thank you for the kind words. My lower quality is low, but I will try to do this character hopefully some justice. Looked better before I attempted to draw a nice version of this, which is sad. I feel like at the end of this I may or may not just send Shriel that ugly scroll and say that I tried. I don't have an Instagram, I'm afraid. The only social media I use is Twitter, and even then I only half use Twitter. Anyone? Thank you for supporting Bun's art. I like art, and I think that it's great. People draw art, and in fact, some folks have drawn new Bun already. Bun's new design. I saw Aura's art on Twitter earlier, and then someone, what's their name again? Nanakai? Posted a very lovely draw within the Bun Discord. And They're lovely pieces. I think I may close stream later and just spend the rest of my evening looking at them. The bun hearts. Look at you guys and your flowers. So you may or may not have noticed that the sub badges are flowers now. I've done some little casual little badges. You're a garden. Or perhaps you are contributing to my evil. See my flower eyes. I am growing the flowers. Your blueberries have been replaced with strawberries, or rather, strawberries with bunny ears. And the only reason for that is because the strawberries in my garden are growing very well this year. And so I went and I got some a bit earlier, and they are slowly filling the courtyard here and there. After the strawberries from earlier last year just sent their runners out, I stuck them here and there around the garden, and they just like popped up in all sorts of places. And so I've been having just a very friendly yield of strawberries. I get to eat a couple of strawberries every few days. So that's why we are now strawberry channel points. I grow strawberries. I have some strawberry plants in my garden, yes. There's some in the raised planter, there's some on the ground just next to like where the so there's stuff that's growing along just in the garden place in the courtyard. So I have some fruit trees down at the other end, and then I have, moving along, you have some plums, so plum trees, and then there's like a cherry tree, and then we get to the little bend, and then there's more plums, and then there's all of the plums are little. I don't have any big plum trees aside from one, which is a little bit taller than I am now. Strawberries are the superior fruit? Maybe. I don't know about that, but I would say that I like strawberries a lot, and to their credit, they are now growing in my garden. My parents used to also try to grow strawberries, just because I think strawberries are a good growing summer fruit. But because they have birds, all of the strawberries would be eaten before they even get to be ripe. So unfortunately, even though they had strawberry plants, it was very seldom that we got to eat them, aside from when we went to the trouble to protect them. Nowadays, I think that they no longer bother growing strawberries, and instead grow slightly more bird-resistant things. You remember Sol's drawing of Bun during the stream? Do you mean her drawing of me with the veil? Oh, also, sorry, pop up. The time that I usually stream, so I made a schedule, and I am notorious for not keeping to schedule even when I do get time to stream. But in general, I stream pretty infrequently. I will try to appear a little bit more often, but you may see me. You may see me like 3 times in a week, and then you may not see me for a month. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That's how it is. But I'm sorry about your pepper plants, Ash. Also, the good old CD hanging from a street. Okay, get this. I used to help my parents protect their cherries from the birds, and we did have a year in which we hung like as many old CDs as I could find from the cherry branches. And it didn't work. All of the birds who live even remotely in this neighborhood don't give a care. In fact, we strung a net up the following year from a beam that my father had put above the cherry tree. And you know what the birds used to do? They used to like wriggle under the net and go into the net area and then eat all of the cherries. It was incredibly rude. Very ballsy of them. You'd be surprised. None of the birds could be deterred where my parents live. I am never going to be satisfied with this drawing, so I'm let's go play Dragon Nest. Let's go play Dragon Nest. I've had it. Also, thank you for the sub, Pop. Just call you Pop. Hello, welcome Galaxy, and here we go. Grab my Drag Nest screen. Let's go back to usual Bunstream background music made by the very lovely Alchemist. I think I'll just do some dailies and call it, because I've spent 2 hours lamenting over a face that just didn't pan out right. I probably shouldn't have done that on stream. I'm quite embarrassed now, but I suppose now you all know that if you don't get it right the first time, you're not alone. I don't think I ever get it right. DN is so nostalgic. It's nostalgic for a lot of people. I've noticed that whenever I play Dragon Nest, I get comments like, I remember this from X years ago. And also, do people still play this? People still play this. I still play. For better or worse, this is the only game that I play, and I don't have enough time to play this game either. So we do our best, but for a game of Bun, mayhaps for the unforeseen future. You've never played this before, Bunstream? I like it. I mean, no matter what ends up being said about it, I feel like the people who love Dragon Nest the most also badmouth it the most. Maybe that goes for many games, particularly competitive ones. But I like the game, really. It is fun to play, and my friends endure me and my terrible playing well. They're very sweet. Because you play it enough to know what you don't like about it. I think as every pay-to-win MMO goes, there's always going to be something to complain about. The thing I find difficult about DN, and I think Yumi would say the same, is that whenever there's like an update and like new gear comes to the game, you always feel like there's a lot to read and catch up with, and so it's pretty hard to, if you go away from the game for a while, you'll come back and feel like there's something really foreign going on, or some new gear that you haven't gotten to see yet. And it's just a constant. Anyway, Dragon Nest C, aside from being fun to play, is also extremely pay to win, and there's really no way to get around that. Also, it's pay to look pretty, as every game in which glamour is important. But who doesn't like to look? You've tried to come back to DN many times. It's okay. Don't come back. DN is still fun to play, but, you know, still enjoyable as is, but it is grindy as always, a grindy nightmare as always. And yet I still like the game a lot. Oh, I'm so tempted to just close the game and keep drawing and fixing that face, but I think I'll lay off for now. Whoops, I forgot to change my category. Change to Dragon Nest. There we go. Would you recommend DN to a friend? Only if that friend was going to play with me. I'm back with fresh eyes. Oh, what happened? Oh. Vacation. Ah. Sighs. Many sighs. Undergarden Chiron Nest. I have Old Garden, which is not what I want, but I do have Chiron Nest. Might as well go run my nest. Actually, I'll delete Old Garden and see if anything. The alerts are slow. I'm not sure if it's stream elements or if it's because I'm lagging, but yes, did indeed sub a few minutes ago, so alerts delay. I'm not sure how that can be fixed. Rather, my computer recently has been kind of clunky and I'm not really sure how to better optimize everything. Let's go visit Rhino with a gun. I also have a spare Balkov ticket and consider running that at some point. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Press. Oops. Oh, thanks, Iona. Me pressing the wrong buttons. Casting it, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Yes, that is bugged. Insert with good laughter. He's going to jump. Farewell. Speaking of alerts, I was thinking about putting in like another special, making something specially for the alerts, but Probably only be best if there wasn't like the lag that you didn't have to wait for it to appear on the screen. That's okay. When I play DN, half the time I don't really know what's going on screen either. Also, when I play DN, a lot of the times you can't really see what's happening on the screen because I'm half buried in a rock or a bush or the floor. Let's be safe. Where are you? Okay, or not. That's an odd-looking bun that you're fighting? Bun? Am I fighting myself? The ice worm? Ice worm bun. What is that? Oops. Gets Yate. That was not the right key. It's worm. I see. Oops. Come on, you. Okay, or not. The worm. Faster. Did I get cancelled? Did I get cancelled? Nice. Wowie, that worm is very long. Long bun. How am I long? Which way am I long? 156 feet is very long. A very long bun. What was it again? Undergarden? Undergarden is here. Bun is very long. Yes, I try to be. What if wide bun? Wide? Aspire to be as long as bun? I was thinking about alternative buns, and aside from wanting to make an outfit, aside from wanting to make the bun streetwear outfit, or you know, good old VTuber wear, tech gear something rather. I also wanted to do that jellyfish bun that I think I talked about once a very long time. Not a very long time ago, probably a few weeks ago when it was New Year's. I said if bun was a jellyfish. And then I was talking to my friend about ways to make not physical bun merchandise, or things that people could look forward to outside of streams, even though it would be the most prudent for me to focus on streaming. But of course I can never guarantee streams, not necessarily because of availability, but for a variety of reasons. Yes, thinking about ways to create bun merch, bun items without having to attempt shipping, which from New Zealand, by the way, is relatively nightmarish in price. Good morning, Debut. Jelly bun, that's right. And so I talked to my friend. I was like, what if I made like a visual novel about jellyfish alternate bun? Be interesting. It's just a cute thought, rather. I mean, I personally can't make games. I don't know how to program a thing, but I have some friends who know how to program a thing. I don't know. I think if it was something like a visual novel, I could possibly attempt it, but just thoughts, just thinking. Welcome, Shumatsu Yaharo. Sadly, Bun doesn't know how to do any programming. I wish I did. I wish I knew how to computer, but I absolutely don't. In fact, now that my current computer is running a little bit slower, I have no idea how to make it go faster. Yeah, bye. Is that a strawberry down by the channel points? Is? Cultivate any type of crop one time. Ah, crops. Let's go and fetch my potato from the farm. I don't need a new computer. I just need to know how to help fix this one. I don't know if it needs fixing. It just there's certain things that haven't been running very well since my Live 2D adventures. I feel like it's been running kind of poorly. I'm not sure what it is about Live 2D Cubism that breaks my computer so much, but it really breaks an awful lot. And it's never really been the same since. I have a good computer, I would say. It was very kindly assembled out of parts for me by Tengen, the one and only. But he chose the parts for my computer, and I trust that he chose well. Mostly because I don't know about those things, but he does. The Tengu himself, that's right. Basks in his wisdom. I'm very grateful, and also exceedingly bad with technology. How many likes do I have to give? Yes. I don't think it needs a cleaning necessarily. It might do. Yes. If only I could figure out what it is about Live 2D Cubism that breaks it so much. Tengen, the one who ignored you. Okay. It's okay. If I called Tengen for help in the middle of the night, he would also tell me to go to sleep and just close my eyes. Oh, you watched a bit of the Banlore? I hope you found it okay. Here, Sunset Training Ground. Let's go run SDG. Go run SDG, and what else do we have to do today? Just one more thing. I don't really like ladder, so let's not do ladder. If I do go into ladder, I might just go in and die. So you know something that's happening in DN recently? There is this current patch this month. There is a Sunset Training Ground. Oh. Whoops. Just a sec, my DN crashed. Woohoo. I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign. Let's not think too deeply about that though. I think it's a sign. We're going back to just chatting. Anyway. The new Banlore set that I put out with the playthrough with Eeyore. It was interesting to be in chat and present during the debut, whereas when I tabletop live, I obviously don't read chat, and even if I did have chat on the screen, I wouldn't really have time to be reading it on the fly. But most of the time I would say I was watching with my headphones off, because I think I sound fairly insufferable during Bun Originals especially. It took me a lot of guts to go through and watch the recording of the first Bun Law, the first Bun Law the first time around, yes. There's no throwaway ice cream redeem. There is only eat ice cream or die. I'm sorry, did I just say that? I won't die when I eat the ice cream. You can rest assured. And even if you are concerned about me, just know that I am obviously 1 foot in the grave. Anyway. But all is well. Oh, you weren't here earlier. I said I bought some more ice cream. Crickets chirp. I bought more ice cream. I bought more ice cream even when I haven't finished this ice cream. I think I'm just going to find some time over the next week and chug it so that I can appear on stream at another time with the new shiny new ice cream. Oh, whoops. Oh, they are too, sorry. Got to turn the other one off. Oh, I'm glad you find my voice soothing to listen to. I think genuinely that there's nothing special about my voice, but I'm glad if you find it okay to listen to. Because if you didn't, I think it would be difficult to do things like Tabletop. Since I talk so much, read so much. I haven't put a donation bar up on any of my screens, but I have enabled donations again, for better or for worse. What's that? Sorry? Are both of my background music still playing? It shouldn't be. You like Bun voice because it is soft and soothing without being too quiet, where I feel like I'm struggling to hear what is being said. Usually, I cannot say I do this all the time, but I go to great effort to speak with good diction. Even if I do speak quietly, I would like very much for what I'm saying be clearly heard. I think you can be soft without mumbling. I just don't have that loud a voice to begin with. Actually, recently I've been losing my voice. You probably could tell during the debut stream, but more than ever I've been losing my voice. And I'm at like a constant level of frog, I feel. Constant level of frog compared to compared to usual. I keep lamenting over this face. I'm never going to be satisfied. I should honestly just send it to my person so that they can see that I tried and fix it at a later date. Weeps in silence. Maybe what I should do. What's off about it? The vibe. The vibe is off. It is the vaguest and yet simultaneously the most important part of doing it. The vibe is off. I just drew that on the wrong layer, but no worries, I don't use layers. The bun vibe. I want this character to look the way that I imagine them to look. It sounds simple, but it is not actually. It's like emo claw. You don't really want to be passing the vibe check. Well, and that's not entirely true. Sometimes you want to pass the vibe check, but not often. More often than not, you don't want to. Don't vibe too hard with the anomalies. Yes, well, you don't always have to be responsible for their feelings. Don't forget to look after yourself first. This is really gonna be like 2.5 hours of me not being able to reconcile this character's face. I'm gonna be sitting here redrawing it for the next hour. Again. Curses. Bun about to fight with this drawing. Oh no, rest assured, this drawing is, kicking my behind. This is... Go about doing this. Yeah, it's not like throwing hands with the Rat King or fighting a possum with knives. Art streams with Bun. Watch me redraw the same face 3 times. Until it passes the vibe check. You started a new Bun draw. Thanks for drawing Bun. Hope you enjoy drawing. Don't kick the drawings behind. This is a good kid. I'm not able to do him justice as he deserves. But yeah, don't worry. I'll turn stream off before I cry over the state of this draw. I'm sure it won't come to that. Even though I received, okay, so I'm very thankful that people have shown interest in the things that I make after sharing my ref sheet and overlay work, and I think they're okay. I like my design stuff enough to use it. I don't think it's otherwise anything too special, but I wouldn't take design commissions unless it was character design, which I enjoy and do occasionally upon request. In the end, I turned DMs off. I was talking to Sol and she specifically said, I think you should turn them off. And I get it. I don't want people to feel disappointed when I say that I can't do something for them, even though inevitably people will. And I may be making things and doing things by myself. But I don't know, what should I say? I feel like I don't always want to make myself available for work. And this is not just talking about whether or not I can take it. But, don't always have to be working on someone else's behalf. I think that's fine. I think it should be fine for me not to look at those inquiries. Anyway. Story Eater design. I did do that design. The draw, when I look back at it, is not ideal, but once again, own biggest critics. I did my best. I do my best for custom character designs. The things that I accept custom. You know what? I think he needs to be a little bit longer. Oh, hello, hidden pants. Longer this way. And longer. Well, the stream ended up not being a very Dragon Nesty stream. But, believe it or not, I still play that game with some frequency. I am sure we will get back to it when I am finished drawing this sun. There is too much to draw. I have a lot of unfinished designs that I want to tidy up and put out there. I have one open as well, but Dorian Gray was projected to be on Thursday. We'll see. Dorian Gray will happen whenever I can get it to happen. So the answer to that is hopefully, and also sorry if it doesn't pan out that way. And that if it doesn't pan out that way, or you miss it, don't worry, there will always be a VOD. Oh, and have a good day. Thank you for coming. Oh, the mysterious emblem. Thank you for redeeming Bun Drink Water. I'm just going to take a sip of this water and will the vibes back into this phase. Good night, Key. I should also be going to sleep. I think we'll head back to... Whoops. It lagged a bit there. Head back to the main screen. Well, I hope you enjoyed hanging out while I lament over a face for 2.5 hours and then play 10 minutes of Dragon Nest. It should ideally have been the other way around, but since I draw slow as sin, that is just what the stream became. I'm glad if you had fun. It's on my waving hand. Oh, I'm glad if you enjoyed my my just chatting streams plus canvas eating dirt. Oh, thank you for coming along. Wish you all a wonderfully productive day or good night. Lovely to see you too, Tete. Yeah, don't eat dirt. Don't eat dirt. Thank you. If there are any more updates, I will try to put them in. Unfortunately, I just don't make stuff very quickly, so, you know, slowly does it. But we'll get there. Good night all. Thank you for coming. Grabs my coffin front. Good night. See you again next time.